We are starting the Spro Frog tournament. Check it out.
Oh, you're back there.
Say hey, Jake.
Hi.
All right, let's go rock and roll. We're gonna have some fun today.
88, 89, 90.
Let's rock and roll. All right, so we're leaving our first spot. I'm gonna set the camera up out after this and set it up up front so I can talk to you guys while I'm fishing. But this is a dynamite spot. It's what it is. It's got a bunch of scattered grass, a huge shallow flat that leads into the matted grass back there. Wind's blowing into the pocket. It was cloudy, so there was low light conditions, and they were whacking topwater. Unfortunately, they weren't getting it too good, so we lost a bunch of them. We didn't get the hook set in a bunch of them, but we do have 5 in the box. And we culled once, so that's what I wanted to do, is get 5. Now let's go look for a big one. We're gonna go fish some mats down the back of this creek. Made it to our next spot. Let me show you guys where it is. It's a major highway. It runs over here in Scottsboro. We got a bunch of mats right here, but this mat right here in front of us has had a bunch of fish on it all week. Not big ones, at least not yet. But we're gonna grab our mat frogs. So in pre-fishing, we found out that they will hit the black ones, but more of them hit the ones with the yellow bottom, what I call school bus yellow. I'll let you guys look at that color real good. And that's what we've been getting most of the bites on. So the thing we had going for us this morning is that it was cloudy, and we got clouds that moved in on this end of the creek. It was we left our spot sunny and nothing biting, but we wore that place out. We lost probably a dozen fish. We caught 6. Not a good average, but not bad either. But we got 5 in the box. So we probably have 3, 6, 9. We probably have 14 pounds in the box. We want to have 18 to 19 is where I'd be happy at. So we got to find some big ones. I did get one big one to blow up. I didn't get the hook in him. Is what it is. So let's keep fishing. See, when I pull up into these mats, I love to hear those bluegill popping. They're basically sucking bugs off the grass is what they're doing. And just lets me know that there's life in the area, and that if the bluegill are there, the bayfish are there, the bass are there, everything's there. So one thing I always say is that if the bayfish are there, the bass may or may not be there. But the bayfish aren't there, there's no way the bass is going to be there. So always look for life, lots of fish. That's what our last spot was like. It was freaking dynamite because there's a ton of shad in that area and scattered grass. See, everybody's looking for matted stuff. Everybody's looking to fish matted stuff a lot like this. But I found a huge school of nice fish in scattered grass that were willing to come up and eat topwater. So a total different look. I was throwing the pop shad, walking it along the grass and over top of the grass, and basically out into open water mostly, or on the edge of a grass mat. And Jake's first fish, the one he caught first, was in way out on a scattered grass mat, or a grass stem. So that's what he was doing. And then we just pulled up and we just fished back and forth and hit those spots 2 or 3 times. And then we'll go back in about 2 hours and try it again, because there's some really good fish in that area. So we have 2 different types of frogs tied on several rods. We have 9 rods on the deck, and we have mat frogs, which are the yellow ones that have rattles in them. And they're mainly for chugging and dragging along the grass is all they're for. So that's all we're doing with them. And then we have walking frogs, which are the pop shads and the regular shads, and use those for open water stuff. And so that gives me 2 different patterns, 2 different looks for the fish. Now we're on this mat right here that it just is consistent. Hopefully we may have to make a little move around and find the school. There's a school of fish that's been moving around in these mats since Monday. I ain't feeling it. Let's get out of here. This spot didn't pan out, at least not right now. Just no activity, none that really excites me. Every other time I've come back here, I've seen them schooling within 20 minutes, and they ain't schooling. So we're gonna go to the next spot, which is just right around the corner. Stay on him. Mister, I'm not seeing any more blow-ups. He ain't coming out of there. You just stay on him, stay tight on him, and he'll come. There you go. Stay tight on him, don't jerk, just pull. Keep your line tight. Welcome to grass fishing. Keep your line tight. Don't let your rod straighten out. You got him, he's coming. He's still on there too.
Pulling about 40 pounds of grass.
Yes, this is why we use 65-pound braid. Don't pull, just pull straight back. There you go. All right, now walk forward.
I don't even know if I can have him.
Oh yeah, he's still on there.
Good. Show him the grass. Show him the grass. That's.
Y'all gotta see this.
I caught a grass carp, guys.
And somewhere in there is a keeper.
He choked on it too. But the bluegill.
Oh, they went my line. Just casted my line off. Look at that. Because I didn't tie a knot on this one. It's all right. We'll fix that. Got him. Feels like a good one. No, stay on that side till I get him up to the boat. Yeah, decent. He might call that small one. All right, let me tell you about my third spot. This is just a giant grass flat. It's got several different densities of mats in it. It's got scattered grass. It's all the way up to just as matted as you can get. And there's a lot of fish in here. Found them on Monday, left them alone, came back day before yesterday, found, you know, saw somebody catch another one in here that was pretty good. And so that's why we're here right now. And it should be, we've already caught 2 little ones, not keepers, so, or not cullers. So we've got to see if we can't catch a big one out of there. We're gonna give it about another, we've been here for 30 minutes. We're gonna give it another 15 or 20 and then haul out of here and go back to our first spot where all those fish are. But we're gonna give it a good try. All right, while we're sitting here in this mat trying to catch a couple more, I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about fish care during a tournament. Something I really believe in and I take really seriously is taking care of the fish while they're in that live well. Right now I have a full live well all the way up to the top. That way when I'm running, you know, running to other places and the boat gets real shaky and maybe it's a bumpy ride or anything else, if you fill that live well up as high as you possibly can, it will keep it from sloshing around so much, and it'll also, you know, protect your fish. Number 2 is I use Please Release Me, and I use Catch and Release, which is an additive. Those are the only additives I've ever used. I refuse to use anything else because I really do believe that those are the best on the market. Not sponsored by them or anything else. I've just used them for years. I put a little bit more than what's recommended, but not much more. And what it is, it sedates the fish. It's a natural sedative, so it calms them down, keeps them from beating themselves up on the side of the live well. It just basically takes care of them. It has an additive in it that protects the slime coat, keeps it from falling off or coming off and that kind of stuff. So it really does take care of them. And then during the hot summer days, I'll throw bottles of frozen Gatorade in it. I'll have a cooler, bigger cooler than I've got right now, in the boat full of ice and frozen Gatorade. And there's an additive in Please Release Me and Catch and Release that removes the chlorine out of chlorinated water. So it's all about fish care. There's some really good videos out there about how to use Please Release Me, Catch and Release, how to properly use other things like, I can't remember, a lot of other different little chemicals you can add to them to take care of your fish. But I strictly just use Catch and Release and Please Release Me. And I use Catch and Release mainly when I have a fish that's a bleeder. It's a really good coagulant. So any kind of bleeding or anything you get, if you get a fish deep, it'll instantly stop that bleeding and help that fish to revive. So a lot of stuff you can do. You just have to take really good care of your fish. And somebody's going to ask me, well, can I use Rejuvenate? Don't. I know a lot about that product, and I'm telling you right now that Jake, was that a fish? But Rejuvenate irritates the fish. If you take a fish out of a live well that has Rejuvenate in it, you'll notice that the gills, after a while, the gills get really pale pink, and that means the fish is 1, stressed out, and 2, it's moved blood from collecting oxygen into other parts of his body because it's so stressed out. And so not good for the fish at all. I can't say enough about that. Just don't use it. I don't care if I tick somebody off. Rejuvenate is not something I will ever put in my live well. All right, so came back to our starting spot. This is our main spot. This is where the bigger fish are. Hopefully we let it rest for long enough. And it's, like I said, it's one of these spots that people aren't really looking to fish during a frog tournament. And I think that's why I've had it all to myself most of the day. So check-in time is 2:30. I'm guessing it's probably gonna take us about 45 minutes to get back, just to be on the safe side. We'll start miling out of here about 2:30, and it is 11:25 right now. Since this is our last spot, we are gonna fish the snot out of it.
Oh, it's a big one.
It is a keeper. Stay on him. Stay on him, bud. I got him. I got him. Oh, that's still tied down. Net's still in the hook.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Just lift him. Yes!
Woo!
All right, let's keep fishing.
That's the one we needed. Right there.
Yep, that's the one we needed. Come on, get back in there and fish. Let me give you your frog back, and I'll call.
Pow!
Look at that one, guys. So we're not gonna get any closer. We're gonna fish out here.
Came out of the water. Saw it.
Move.
Yeah, no. Let's just, do you want to even?
No, we have to, you can only allow 5 in the live well at a time. So, I'm gonna find that short one. Okay, he's 16 and a half. You need to be fishing, let me do this. Yep, that's it. Not bad to call that one. So in this area, it's all scattered. When I say scattered, it's like a stalk there, a stalk there, there's a stalk there, there's a stalk there. Really scattered out, and the visibility is about 5 inches. Water temperature, I don't know, I have everything turned off. It's probably low 70s. Cloudy, so the bass stay shallow. A little dirty, so they stay shallow, and it's just a matter of covering, fan casting this whole entire area and catching these fish. Everybody else is fishing mats. Everybody else is fishing where the bass, what they can see. I doubt that there's hardly anybody else that's fishing scattered vegetation that's off the bank like we are. And we're finding fish in it. I mean, there's some good fish in here, really good fish. We just got to get them to bite. Got him. Not a little one either.
Think you cull him?
Yep, this will cull one. Nice.
Oh, that is a good one.
There ain't nothing like culling on a tournament day. We got about an hour and 15 minutes left. We have culled, I don't know, 4 times. So my guess is about 15 and a half, 16 pounds. I'm hoping. But that's what it feels like. Switched up to a green pumpkin popping frog, just something different they haven't seen yet, because we've been throwing so many times at them. And this one was way off, away from the grass. It was not on the grass. Little one.
Get out of the way. Pick that real quick. Actually,
It's a good one.
yeah, let's wait. It may add a couple more ounces.
Yeah. What was the smallest one? 2.6?
2.5 something.
Nope, 2.12.
2.12, yep.
Man, oh man. No, if we just had that big one. Whoa. It's all right. If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, it'd all be a Merry Christmas. I was hoping you'd go to the right side of the splashes.
Whoops. We need to weigh that?
Yeah, just in case. What do I do with the scale? It's right there. This ain't gonna weigh, but we're gonna weigh it just to make me feel better. I've got another one of these if I keep catching them on it.
Yeah, I know. I've got one.
Oh, did you tie one on?
I tied it off.
Boy, that didn't take long.
I tied it on like 3 fish ago.
Oh, yeah. So you tied it on right after I caught the first one?
Yeah.
He just popped it up out of the water. Get in there. He just popped it about 6 inches out of the water and just didn't come back and get it.
I really want to catch one of those giant prawns.
Well, they're going around us.
Oh, this is a brown one with a black top.
Which I'm okay with, just not on this point. I made them turn away. I ain't gonna let them do that. I ain't playing that game.
What are they doing?
They were gonna go around us and fish this line. So that's why I moved the boat forward.
Oh.
Little defense. No, they were gonna fish this line right here.
Oh.
They were working their way around us.
And they just backed it up.
Yep.
And they said, oh no. You can come.
And I slid over and showed that I wanted to fish the rest of this, and they turned and went the other way.
It's always good.
Playing a little defense. That's all I was doing. So whoever that is sees this video, it's all part of the game. How you like my power poles?
I love the power poles.
Aren't they awesome?
They are.
No fight in the wind. We can sit here, we did not even touch the trolling motor and stay perfectly quiet.
Kayak is what I wanted.
Yeah, we can stay perfectly quiet. I'm telling you. I honestly don't know how I caught all the fish that I caught before I got power poles. Yes, that is a shameless plug, but my gosh almighty, they make such a difference. One of the keys to what we're doing right now is staying as quiet as we possibly can. We're in super, super shallow water. Even in the mats, it's important. I have all of my fish finders turned off. I have the map turned on this one so I can see the clock, so I'm not late for weigh in. I'm not hitting the trolling motor. I'm dropping the power poles, anchoring down, and just sitting here for as long as I can, fan casting an area, then stair stepping or moving over a little bit and doing it again and again and again. And it's so critical when you're this shallow to stay quiet. I can't count how many times I've been sitting in a kayak catching fish and a boat comes by on its troll motor and the bite stops, and as soon as, or a few minutes after the boat leaves, the bite picks up again. It's just it's the weirdest thing. You never think that trolling motor makes that much noise, but it does. And so as quiet as you can, and you catch more fish. Well, we accomplished our goal, Jake.
Yeah.
We caught 5 fish.
We did. We got 5 really good fish.
5 good fish. Lost a big one, but that would have been a good bonus fish. Man, would have been a really good bonus fish. Kind of breaks my heart, but it is what it is. So we're gonna go right up here, fish a dock real quick, and then we're gonna haul butt back. We got about a 45-minute ride back. Depending on the wind, it might even take us an hour. So we're gonna make sure we got plenty of time. It's 1 o'clock. We've got to be there by 2:30. So we're gonna get plenty of time. I've got a couple of spots down there I can hit real quick, see if we can't catch one more upgrade. It's gonna be hard to upgrade the ones we got. This fish is full of, or this lake is full of 2.5 pounders right now. So it is what it is. It's a lot of fun. I kind of miss fishing tournaments, but it's hard to film and fish a tournament at the same time. So if I ever fish tournaments professionally, I'll have to stop filming just because I can't do them both. Fun. All right, let's go see if we can catch one more fish and get out of here. All right, that's the last cast. I'll put this stuff up, get the live well squared away, and get gone. That's the goal. We got 5, didn't get a kicker, but we had a good time for Jake's first tournament and my first tournament with him together. So, not a bad fishing partner.
Wow.
Likes to sit down a lot.
I only sit down when I'm ready to leave.
All right, let's put the rods up. You get the rods, I'll get the live
All
well.
the times that I said
88.
Oh, go ahead.
I got plenty of time.
You can go ahead and weigh them in if you want to.
I'm going to.
Going on good?
Yeah, some might be
Got a little boo-boo?
they know he ain't gonna live.
These alive
Yeah,
right
he
now,
comes
so I
pretty
can't
good.
sit hard.
I'm so picky.
I'm with you. We were doing good.
It's about 2.
What do you think, Jake?
Good day.
Yeah, we didn't suck. That's for good.
Their big fish weight. Oh my God. 9.35. Let's do a picture real quick. Yeah, do a picture.
That's all. The back stop hurting, didn't it?
And this year's winners, and these guys come on up on stage for $5,000 with 20.81, Thomas McCain and Michael Davis.
All right, so how was our first tournament together?
It was great. We came in 27th place.
26th place.
Okay, same thing.
How much money are we bringing home?
$170.
$175. And we're splitting it, so it's gonna be a blast. But it was fun. I hope you guys learned something from it. It's great to have my son fishing tournaments with me. It's our first one together, like I said. He's got his first high school one in 2 weeks, hopefully. And so it was awesome. It was awesome. We caught good solid fish. He caught the first fish and he caught the biggest fish. And that's it, man. We had a ball. Like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. This is what it's all about. Getting these you rugrats fishing. Keep them out of trouble. So, but get out on the water, go out and catch some fish, and have a great day, guys. We'll see you later.
Later. T-shirt.